Hi everyone, welcome to our vlog. Okay, so this week we are going to talk about crisis communication. Okay, so Putri, do you know what's crisis communication?
I think I have heard about it at somewhere. Crisis communication is a communication strategy that enables an organization to protect their reputation when the crisis occurs.
Oh, I wonder how media practitioners handle a crisis.
I'm not sure how they handle it. By the way, have you ever heard about the crisis that occurred at Batangkali campsite at Selangor?
I think I've heard about it on the news, but I'm not sure about the details. What is it about anyway?
I think I remember one of these journalists had posted about this the incident about Batangkali landslide on her Facebook, and I think I'm friends with her at Facebook, and I always saw she post about the articles that she covered.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Yes. So I think we can try to approach her to interview to gain more knowledge about the crisis.
Sure. I think that we can get further details about the Batangkali incident, and we can also gain more knowledge about crisis communication.
Yes. Later, I will try to approach her. Is she available or not for us to make the interview?
Okay, sure. Hi and welcome everyone to this short relaxed interview session with us. Okay, so today's topic is regarding crisis communication, a skill that is more crucial than ever in our fast-paced world.
Yes, that's right. In time of crisis, effective communication is the key. Let's take a moment to reflect and learn from experts who have navigated a storm.
Okay, so in today's interview, we invited a special guest to join us and talk about crisis communication. Thanks to Putri, we are lucky to have Mrs. Suraya Ali, a journalist from Berita Harian, as our special guest for today. As a journalist, what are your experience in dealing with crisis?
I did the landslide in Batangkali. I covered the train wreck in KLCC. These are crises, huh? PR crisis. There's many. Almost every news we write about companies are PR crisis. But if you're talking about instances or incidents that natural disasters are crisis, then that's a different type of crisis.
Oh, Putri, now I know that there's a lot of crises that PR and journalists cover.
Yes, Jasmine. I also found out that different natural disasters have different crises. In terms of media, what type of crisis have you dealt with, Mrs. Suraya?
Media, we don't deal with PR crisis. That will be the public relations department that have to deal with us. You guys, the PRs will have to deal with us because we will give you the crisis.
Now I know that PR covers the crisis, but they have to deal with journalists about the crisis.
What is your role as a PR in crisis communication?
I do not have I don't have any role in PR for corporate. But again, what I do is I create the crisis for public relations. Like I said earlier, you had this corporate guy who made the statement. So what I do is I highlight the matter for all the readers.
So it means that journalists help create crisis for PR and highlight the issue once they get the issue to make a statement.
Are there any challenge that you deal with?
If it was a PR representative and they know I'm a journalist, they usually don't do that. But other, like the people that the PR has to answer to, like your chairman, your CEOs, they might be the ones who's answering to us. So it is for us, when we do get good PR representative, it actually makes our job more fun as a journalist. Fun because we get to poke fun to the companies. We get to tell the whole world how bad your company is. Okay, so usually PR have very good relationship with the media. It's not that we are out there to get you. Don't get me wrong, but if you are rude, you get what you give.
Oh no, I know that it is quite a challenge for journalists to deal with a public relations representative that covers the crisis.
From what I see, journalists and PR need to have a good relationship, right?
Yes, that's right. I also feel the same way as you do because it will make them easier to deal with crisis.
What are your suggestions for effective collaboration with organizations and the media during the crisis?
If we go back to Batangkali landslide, that's another crisis. It's a big crisis that affected the whole country. Right, during that landslide, the worst PR team sadly was the Ministry of Communications and Digital because they did not do their job. Okay, their job was to provide communication so that we could send the stories quickly. So they should have been more prepared. They should have just given the journalists what we need, which was very simple questions. The situation, how's the victims doing, how many victims have been found.
From Mrs. Suraya's suggestions, we have to be alert with the current issues and all the crises happening at the moment.
So Jasmine, when we cover the crisis, we have to be ethical, right?
Yes, and by doing that, an organization's reputation can be protected. Okay, so Putri, earlier we didn't know much about crisis communication, but now after everything that Mrs. Suraya has shared with us, I think that I'm getting to know better about crisis communication, and I think that that's all from us for this week. Thank you for watching our vlog.